Do you remember Temptation Island?
I never watched it, but yes, I do.
Since we're talking about horrible shows,
right?
Temptation Island, for people that are either a little younger or never saw it, they would take couples that were just recently engaged, they would separate the men and the women, they would put them on different sides of the island, and then for the men, they would bring in just this cadre of the most beautiful women you've ever seen.
Oh my God.
And for the women, they would bring in these dudes that were just chiseled abs, looked like Chippendales dancers, and they would try to tempt them to see if they really wanted to stay with their fiance. And this is when I realized that all men are pieces of shit, by the way. Because I will never forget this. In season 1, I don't know why I watched this. I guess I was dating a girl and we were into like trashy reality shows. So his fiance is lovely, beautiful.
Right.
They've been together for years. And then on Temptation Island, he gets set up with this girl who was finishing her MD. She was going to be a surgeon. She was a former Playboy model. And based on how they edited the show, she seemed to be like a lovely girl, right? So they end up like making out or something, and he was tempted. And then they interview him. He's like, yeah, by the way, MD, Playboy model. He's like, yeah, I'm just really looking for something a little bit more in a woman. And this experience has made me realize that my fiance and this gal, they're just not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a little bit more in a woman.
Yeah, and MD's not enough.
Yeah. And I was just like, oh man, you're making all men look so fucking horrible right now. I'm embarrassed to have a penis right now because of the words that are coming out of your mouth, which I think is the whole purpose of reality show, is to make men and women look horrible.
God, I know. Like, I'm sure you watched Real World back in the day.
Oh yeah. I was addicted to Real World when I was in high school.
I missed that, actually. That was a good one.
That was the first reality show.
That was. The ones nowadays are like horrible.
Okay, what's your guilty pleasure? What do you and your husband cuddle up and watch like that you're just, oh, this is garbage. I can't believe I just wasted an hour of my life.
Honestly, like he won't really watch garbage with me, but I'll watch like Real Housewives. As much as I hate them, I will watch it.
Oh
like,
my goodness.
We watch shows like God, what's the one with Kevin Costner?
Yellowstone. I've heard great things about it.
Love that. You need to watch it. It's really good. Ozarks.
Ozark's an amazing show.
We watch that kind of stuff. Like I don't really watch garbage lately. Like it's weird. I've just kind of gone away from that.
I get all my garbage on YouTube. I watch like jiu-jitsu fights from
what I watch?
2007 that doesn't matter.
Yeah. I just scroll through TikToks and they just make me laugh. Like I just like stupid shit people do. I'm like, I watch that and I laugh and it cracks me up.
TikTok does show how creative Americans are.
Yeah.
Because there's some really funny shit on there.
There's some funny ass ones.
I'm super embarrassed to admit this because my TikTok probably has a bunch of raunchy jokes and all kinds of inappropriate stuff. So none of my kids, including my 19-year-old, know that I have TikTok until now because he's old enough to listen to this. But my wife's TikTok is very clean. It's like kids stuff and it's funny stuff and it's the gluten-free recipe. So once in a while, my daughter will cuddle up to my wife in bed, if they wake up early, and they'll be like scrolling through TikTok. And part of me is like, all right, this is all cute and innocent. But I'm also like, honey, like, probably shouldn't be exposing our 3-year-old to TikTok.
Right,
like I don't want her to be the daughter on OnlyFans. like the joke is no longer keep them off the pole. The joke is now like keep your daughter off of OnlyFans. That's not what I want for her.
No. So yeah, I mean, I don't really watch any trashy TV lately. It's weird.
All right. What about your kids? What do they into?
They really like Roblox. Is this stupid game on the iPad that a lot of kids their age are into, and you have to keep buying these like coins or something. So every other day they're like, Mom, can I have $10? I'm like, so it's some game where they have to be in like a room and they can see their friends in a room. It's weird, but that's what they like. They're into that.
They just love it. And how much have you spent on this game?
A lot of money. I want to say at least $10 a week on each kid.
Yeah, they're gonna get you for a lot more money.
Mm-hmm. Somehow one of their friends talked them into learning how to create a second thumbprint so that they can buy shit. So one day we get this charge of like $300 and we're like, what the hell is this? So they created a second thumbprint to buy like 1 billion coins or something. And so my daughter finally admitted it, but we got some of the money back. But yeah, that was a whole thing. So we had to really lock up the iPads. So be careful at that age because they'll try to do that.
And this is your
8.
Your 8-year-old?
So her 9-year-old friend taught her how to create a second thumbprint to buy her own stuff.
Amazing. You're getting hacked by your 9-year-old. Mm-hmm. This is amazing.
For sure. Yeah.
This is a great story.
Oh, they know how to like do things on the phone that I don't even know how to do. Like my daughter creates the most amazing TikToks. Like she has her own kid account where like it's just you can do like the parental controls were like 15 and under or whatever it is. But and she knows how to like edit, and I'm like, where the hell did you learn this? Like, you're only 8 years old. Like, she does really good ones. It's kind of scary
That's amazing.
how they know how to do all these things.
All right. I'm gonna have to follow your TikTok then, because that'd be weird if I was following your daughter's TikTok.
She doesn't have one.
Okay,
She
good.
does them on mine.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Parental controls. Yeah, I was talking to one of my buddies who has I think he's either preteen or teenager, and they got their first phones or whatnot. And I think he probably told them that, he can see anything they do, but it's like the iPhone's on complete parental lockdown. He has a mirror image on his iPad. And so he sits there at night smoking a cigar, just scrolling through his son's text messages and stuff. Cause he must be 13 or 14 now.
Okay.
And he's got like a lockdown where he can only be on certain apps for like 10 minutes a day, half hour a day, whatever. So he's got like half hour a day on text and like half hour a day on social media or something. So he, his son goes in there, texts real fast, and then jumps out of the app because he knows he only has half an hour.
Yeah.
But he's like, it's so funny. He's like, because like, as men, we have all these text message groups. We're exchanging dirty jokes and memes and stuff. He's like, my son has the same shit. He's like, it's not the same jokes. It's not the same level of vulgarity. He's like, but we have like the Dirty Dozen text message thread, and they have like the Nasty 9 text message thread. And he's like, dude, this is so scary. He's
That's
like,
crazy.
but I'm glad I have parental control so he can see like what's going on and keep an eye on him, which is very good. And luckily he has a great kid that's not getting himself in trouble. But I'm terrified of like a couple years into the future when my son's like, Dad, can I have a cell phone?
Yeah, no, we don't have the phone thing yet. They have iPads because they need them for school and when we take road trips and whatnot. But all of my daughter's friends have phones. But honestly, like I didn't have a phone till I was 19 and I survived. I didn't even have a TV in my room. So I'm like, you're not getting a phone. I don't know what age we'll decide to do that, but I don't want to do
Wait,
that.
all of her 8-year-old friends have phones?
Like, yes. The ones that are turning 9, they just all got them for their birthdays. And my daughter's turning 9 in August. I'm like, you're not getting a phone. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm terrified of that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's scary to see a 9-year-old like, talking on her phone. I'm like, no.
I just think of all the stuff I would have Googled as I was like a preteen boy. And I'm like, it's not good what you can find on the internet.
Right?
So
Yeah. No.
I'm scared for my 19-year-old. I'm like, oh, I don't know if you should be looking at that. I'm like,
Right?
oh, he could get drafted tomorrow. Well, I guess we don't have a draft anymore, but you get my
Right?
point. So
No.
like for my younger kids, I'm like, oh God, I'm freaked out.
Yeah, no, it's crazy what they can accidentally click on.